Hey there, Chris with Patch. I'm here with Marietta Mayor Josh Schlicher. We're just going over what's going on this week. We're starting off on Tuesday because Memorial Day was yesterday. How did everything go in the city for Memorial Day?
It was great. Yeah, I took part in the ceremony that was at Grove Cemetery at the conclusion of the parade, and it was a good turnout, and so glad we could do it this year finally. Having skipped last year and parade all together and everything, we think that definitely the public was interested in coming out. It was a beautiful day, and so yeah, we had a good time up there with everyone, and I got to see a lot of everyone I knew, a lot of new faces too that I got to meet. So, and then I went from there and did some family events, and I hope everyone else was able to do that as well.
Cool. And we also had the Aquatic Center that opened.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna start actually Saturday morning was the grand opening that was scheduled, but it was just too cold, so we pushed that to Monday morning.
Okay.
And or no, I'm sorry, Monday at noon.
Okay.
And so we had a good opening day. I don't know what the attendance number was, but from the pictures and report I got, it was well attended for opening day. So we'll build on that with better weather, and once the pool gets up to a good temperature, we'll hopefully have some good crowds, and everyone will enjoy themselves down there.
Okay, and it's open officially for the season, 7 days a week?
And it'll be noon to 6.
Noon to 6.
Right. And then we have also the time after that will be for private parties. So if anyone's interested in a birthday party or some family party or whatever, contact our recreation department, or they can call down to the pool and schedule that.
Okay.
And take parties and other special events after those hours.
Cool. And so we're continuing with All Out Rollout, which is where you do all the go street by street, paint the light poles and the fire hydrants, crack seal the street, that kind of thing, correct?
Right. Yep. We're still in the second ward. We're going to be here for a while. We had originally 3 weeks planned, but we're going to stick to the second ward for probably at least another month.
Okay. And what streets are we targeting here in the second ward?
That's all of downtown. Second ward goes up to around kind of 6th Street, 7th Street, and then it goes up over into Sisler Drive and all that, and it comes back down Warren Street, Washington Street, clear down to the river.
Oh wow!
So this whole downtown area on up.
It's a real project.
Right. Yeah. A lot of it's downtown work. Last year we didn't get really much time to really focus on downtown, so we're still working here on, like you said, lamp post painting, curbs, crosswalks, street marking signs, just fire hydrants, everything that are in our right-of-ways and on our trees trimming. Yeah, we've got multiple crews out. What I wanted to do was kind of run it as a team, down the street.
Yeah.
We get to the point we can't do that because we're on top of each other, cars, and traffic.
It might take longer to do crack sealing than it takes to do trimming.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So what the public's going to see is just bits and crews out here and there doing specific tasks that they're assigned to do, and so it's working out real well. We still got a lot more pothole patching. We're actually grinding out the areas in the street, patching them right, not just driving by and throwing some, shoveling some asphalt in there and stomping it in with our feet. We're cutting it out, filling it correctly, bringing it up to elevation, and then compacting it with a roller, and then crack sealing that area so it stays intact. So.
And that's going to be ongoing all summer, right?
Pretty much, yeah. We've got a crew that's dedicated to that, and a crew to crack sealing that's going to go all year long, as much as the weather holds out.
Right.
And we're going to be targeting all those areas, really citywide. But the worst of the worst is going to get done first. So if someone's got a pothole in their yard or in front of their street house that may be kind of small on a side street that's low speed and low traveled, it's not going to get the attention like Green Street and
Right.
and all the other the high traveled streets. We're gonna do those first and try to get those smoothed out and
Okay.
fixed right. But we're not forgetting about the neighborhoods. We're gonna go back and hopefully get all those done this year. And some of those are not big enough to grind out, but the worst of the worst, we're actually, grinding those out and doing them right. But some of them will require just a little bit of patchwork just to get them filled in and smoothed out. Because crack sealing and fixing potholes correctly, that eliminates a lot of the potholes in the first place, because it's not letting water get down into the cracks and freezing and thawing. That's what busts up pavement. So we're trying to get ahead of that and prevent that and have a better surface for everybody to drive on.
Okay. All right. Appreciate that. The fiber optics
That's
project is ongoing.
ongoing. Yep.
So you're just going to see crews updating the traffic system around here, and just
Right.
be cautious for them.
Yeah, be cautious and be patient. That's really the message right now. Until they get everything finished, Green Street is a mess. I hear it every
Yeah.
day. Traffic's backed up. There's short blocks, so we encourage and we ask everyone not to block the intersection. So if you're going through and you get caught at a light,
Right.
don't pull up into that intersection and block traffic.
Oh,
to
right
go
by Tim
to-
Hortons. Is that what
Well,
you're talking about?
mainly on Fourth, like Fourth, Third, those intersections are getting,
Okay.
especially Fourth, and that's really getting blocked during
Oh, right.
peak travel. So if you can't make it through the light, stay back so at least the side streets can get through. That's what we're asking everyone. Just please be patient. We know it's an inconvenience, and it's traffic's really bottlenecked and bad. And once we get the system up and running and everything's fine tuned,
When is that going to be?
the project's supposed to be finished by the end of June.
Into June.
And as far as I know, they're on schedule to.
And then they're just going to switch it, and it's going to be a whole new traffic system, like the light system and
Right.
the way they time everything. It's going to be different. Hopefully smoother, correct?
Yeah. It'll
Okay.
be, and it'll take time to get all the bugs worked out like everything, but once everything's working and smooth and flowing right, the public should notice a lot smoother, less stop and go, less, inconvenience and hassle, is what our ultimate goal is. So efficient traffic movement.
Okay. So
And that's gonna be citywide, so it's gonna take, like I said, time to get implemented, but, that's what we're hoping for.
Okay, cool. So we are still looking for some committee members, correct?
Yeah,
So we have some committees, if I'm not mistaken. It's the tree commission, or commissions. The tree commission, you're
Right.
looking for a couple members. Fair housing board, you're looking for a couple members. And the recreation committee.
Right, yep, and I'll add a couple more, and one's the building enforcement board. I need a member for that, and what that board hears is, issues with, buildings that the city either condemns or has issues with. And we work with the owners to try to come up with a plan to, improve or fix or repair or tear down or whatever the situation might be.
Okay.
So there's a member there that we're looking for. Fair housing, I need 2 more members for that. Actually 3 members for that commission, and then board, and then the recreation commission, I could use a couple members there that's interested in city recreation, whether it's running games or just being an advisor for all of our recreation programs that we have. We have a lot of outside groups that help out. We only have one member of our city staff that's in charge of recreation. That's Susie Joyce, and so she does the office work, but she is also the recreation manager for the city. So we don't have a huge staff. We used to get a lot of summer workers that would help out with that. And some of those programs have gone away, and we'd like to kind of bring that back if there's an interest in it. So if anyone's interested in that,
Just contact
please,
you.
yeah,
so you
get
don't-
hold of me. And, yep. And then
It's not a big commitment, correct? It's just like
No.
a week, basic, or a month.
Right, yeah. There's really, there's not a big commitment of time. It's just you have to be interested in the topic. You don't want to serve on a board or a commission if you're not interested in it. It would be just not, you wouldn't be suited for it. But if you're interested in it, you want to make a difference, you want to make or help out and just do a civic duty, then it's definitely worthwhile. I was on the traffic commission for 8 years and really enjoyed it, and prior to being on council.
Right.
So that kind of got me interested in council, because it was a lot of kind of what we were, doing.
Yeah.
With just serving the public and solving problems, and so it's a good opportunity if you want, if you're retired, or if you have the time you want to put it into a volunteer board or commission, it'd be great. And then I'd like to, we have a antiquated development advisory board / comprehensive plan in the city. The original one was written, I think, around 2004, and it was updated, but really nothing's been done much with it. So I'd like to re-energize that group, and that's the Development Advisory Board, and get a couple new faces that want to think about and give the city a new comprehensive plan / strategic thinking on what we want to do with things, and how we want to improve Marietta, where we want to be in 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And so there was a lot of good work that was started on that. There's several members that still are going to be interested in serving on that commission, but we'd like to have, and some have moved on, and we'd like to have some new faces that take their place. So we're looking for that also. So,
Perfect.
yeah, anyone interested, just give me a call.
Yeah,
we'll
absolutely. I'll make sure I put that in there.
Yeah.
So we're updating the website, not getting a new look, just updating the information, correct?
Yeah, we've already given a little new look from years past. Yeah, we have a lot of information on the website that's outdated. It needs brought up. We don't need and we do all that in-house. All our IT staff does it. We don't outsource that, spend a lot of money on it. So we don't need anything flashy. We just want something that works, has good information on it, that's up to date, kept up to date, and easy to navigate, easy to find what the public's looking for. And there's a lot of other cities that use certain layouts, and it's easy to get on and get the right information and get it quick without searching a lot of things. So that's what we want, is something that's user friendly and has updated information. So that's going to be an ongoing project as well. But like I said, we do it in house. We're kind of working in between other projects and things that are going on in the city, and but we'll continue to build on it and keep updating it as time goes on.
Okay, cool. So I think that's most of the new business, so just the ongoing. You still doing upgrading the water treatment plant?
Yeah, we had a meeting this morning with that. That project's going to get pushed back, like I said last time that we talked. So the other thing that's driving or creating some problems right now is just the overall economy with building material.
Sure.
Things have skyrocketed. Some materials pretty stable, some others are maybe the cost hasn't skyrocketed, but the availability is a short supply. So we're feeling the effects as a lot of other, whether private development or any other development of scale.
Right.
We're starting to feel that, and so we're working through that, but that's going to give us a problem down the road. And the other problem is, do we really want to commit, right now to that, going full plan if it's going to cost 20% more or 30% more, and we just don't know yet. So we're working on the details of that. Like I said, we want to get the best project, the best price that serves the city and meets our needs, but we don't want to pay $3 or $4 million more right now if we could postpone it for a little time. So we're still working through those details, but yeah, as far as the planning, the design, all that's ongoing, and that's looking like it's going to meet the schedule that we have.
Okay.
For that.
Cool. So we have light projects that are ongoing.
Right.
Still looking for dilapidated housing to try to remove, make Marietta look a little.
Right. Yeah, that's
brighter.
a ongoing concern. Like, we get a lot of calls in my office with blight, and it could be just long grass or trash accumulation or something like that. But really, we want to work with the public. We want to get the resources that they need, whether it's CDBG repair program funds or whatever that we can offer, or just work with them. We don't want to go out and just write a bunch of tickets to everyone. We want to work with them and solve the problem at the same time, but make them aware of the problems, and then solution of, or possible solutions to solve the problems that they face. And every single property that we come across has some story to it, and not all of them are the same. There's no universal, clear-cut solution for every situation. So it takes a little bit of creativity and a little bit of empathy and human touch to try to work through this with everyone. And we want the public to know that we want compliance, but we want to be sensible and sensitive to it and work with everybody. So if anybody's got a problem with anything, please call our code enforcement office. They can call my office. I'm willing to talk about it personally with them if they've got a problem. If they've been served or given notice of any kind of violation and they have a problem, please don't hesitate to call me if I can help. Can't solve all problems, but we certainly can listen to them and work the best that we can with everybody. And we're gonna the cleanup program that I talked about the last time. That's still ongoing. That's going to be scheduled in June.
Okay. Cleanup.
And those 2 different weekends.
Right.
So
that's right. Yeah, I think I put it on the Patch community calendar. So
okay,
it'll be
good.
popping up as like an event when it's coming up.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
So, yeah, and if anybody's got any trash or anything that they need to get rid of, that'd be a good time to do that.
Yeah, just like just whatever it is take it
right.
out and they'll help. Okay.
Yep.
You just have to show that you live in Marietta.
Right.
Right, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's going to be manned, so and it'll be secured. It's not going to be just open for all and unlimited. So if there's anyone that has any bulk items that they can't either move themselves or transport themselves, they can feel free to call my office or Public Works, and we can try to arrange to help
that's
pick up.
nice. Okay.
We would ask that it wouldn't be a lot of bulky or a lot of loose items, but if it's a couch or some big bulky item that they can't lift or move themselves, then we can help.
Okay.
If they tear down the garage and pile it out on the street, costs it's kind of asking a lot
It's a bit much.
to do that.
Yeah.
Not that we don't want to do it, but if everybody does that, we're going to be tied up hauling stuff all day long, and it's going to really take a lot of time away from the projects that we do need to get to.
I got you.
But yeah, we can try to accommodate as much as we can.
Well, that's nice. All right, we'll definitely get that out there. And just ongoing cleanups and upgrades to the parks, area parks and cemeteries, right? You still have that chapel out in that
Oak Grove.
Oak Grove
Yeah,
Cemetery.
yeah, we're looking at that. That's going to be an ongoing project. Yeah, a lot of we did a lot of preparations for Memorial Day, but we still have a lot of work to do in the cemeteries to get those up to the level that I want to see brought back to. The parks are all ongoing, and Start Westwood Monument. That project's still in design, and that, as far as I know, that's going to start the first phase at the end of this year, and that's going to be a really nice project. That park gets used a lot, and it'll be a really just an excellent focal point for Marietta and everyone to use. And the whole river trail from the start to the finish, with the exception of the slip area, is going to be maintained better this year. We're cutting back all the growth. We're going to be edging it. We're going to try to seal it all, and we're going to try to coat it all this year. If we don't do the whole thing, we'll at least do segments of it. Yeah, that's ongoing. Levee, all the work down at the levee is still ongoing. Of course, back behind the Armory, the 7th and Pike Street project, that's going to be underway here pretty soon. Get that cleaned up. A lot of projects still in the works, and the guys are finishing the lamp post painting downtown. We've got the taller traffic light poles that are still green, and some of them are green and yellow. Those are going to all get stripped and painted black.
Okay.
The next couple of weeks or so.
Right, you're changing the city's color scheme, right?
Right. Yeah. We put out a little poll, and the majority was that black was the more traditional color that everyone.
Yeah. I'm with Marietta High
picked.
School, black and orange.
Yeah.
You're
right.
The dominant colors.
Sure.
Yeah.
And green was used for at least 50 or so years in Marietta, and we changed all the logos, all the truck decals and everything have been changed out to just change the times and change it up and give it a different look. And we had so many things that were different shades of green, and nothing was matched and was universal, and things were faded and paint was falling off of stuff, so it was time to give everything a good fresh coat and shine everything up. So we appreciate the public with the comments that I have received anyway, with just the thanking us for doing that and changing the color and all that. And we really appreciate the community support and everyone's opinions and thoughts, and that's what we're here for, is to work for the public.
Right, yeah. Well, looking forward to the new color scheme. Mm-hmm. That's all I have for today. If there's anything else?
No, I think that's good. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you coming in. Thank you.
Thank you.